Hey, what is up, guys? Yaniv here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're with Adam Fisher. He's actually a Amazon seller, and he's partnered up recently with a multi-million-dollar Amazon seller also. And they are actually, doing some great stuff. I wanted to bring him up onto the channel to talk about, what he's up to and kind of bring a different perspective to the channel.
Yo, hey, what's up, guys? I've been on the channel once before. Yaniv's been on mine a few times. He is an absolute boss. I'm happy you found him. I want to tell you about how I pick products because I do it a little different than Yaniv does, and I'm bringing more perspective to the table because it's really cool. There's so many different ways you can do Amazon. So it's like my very first product launched, February 1st. My very first product launched on Amazon. It was a private label product, and the way I found it is by going through and looking at doing the viral launch, doing the Jungle Scout. But I found a product where the whole niche is I'm telling you, terrible reviews, like 3.5, 4 stars is like the best product has 4 stars. Everything else is like 3 to 4 stars. And it's just it's garbage. It's garbage. So what I did is I ordered the product. I thought I knew how to fix the product and make it better. So I ordered the product and got the competitor samples. And then the first thing I thought was going to fix it, I was like, oh my gosh, that is not going to work at all whatsoever. So I had to come up with a different strategy to fix the product and essentially need to make it stronger is what I need to do. So I did that, and then I had to contact suppliers on Alibaba, and I was like, I don't know, man. I know this product's going to work. It should work, right? Because I know how to make the product from 3.5 stars to 5 stars. I know how to fix all the reviews. They're all the same stupid thing for the whole market too. It's not just one product. So I go in there and I try and contact suppliers on Alibaba, and my gosh, that was a fun time. I literally had one supplier respond to me, and because I was so fresh, I was like, guys, this is what I need. It's kind of like a new product. I need this auxiliary thing. And I ended up I eventually, got this all set up, but I had to go into Paint, if you guys use Paint on the PC. And I was drawing stuff up and trying to give him diagrams. And he's like, what material do you want? What thickness do you want? And I'm like, let me just ship you my competitor's product. So I did that. And dude, it costs $100 to ship this tiny little thing. It's this big over to China. If you guys have ever shipped products to China, which I highly recommend, if you want to make a product better than your competitors, ship your stupid competitor's product over to China, because that's what I did for my first product. It's what I'm doing for my second product. And you can't screw up that way, otherwise you screw up. And some people, you guys try and be too cheap. You just need to spend that money and actually do it. But
I actually have a very similar story to that. When I was starting with one of my first products, it was because I remember I also was trying to improve something, and they go on and ask you, what's the material that you want to use? What's the thickness that you want to use? I actually didn't think about shipping my competitor's product. I was sitting there and I didn't think about using Microsoft Paint either, or whatever you were using. I literally grabbed a piece of paper and started drawing them out and being I want this to be this thick and this to be this. And I'm I remember doing the exact same thing, trying to get that done. It's crazy. But yeah, that's very smart. Yeah, ship the product over to China. That's definitely smart.
Yeah, ship it over to China. And also, when you want to buy a product, if you're trying to improve on it, you should always order those Amazon competitors' products, always. Because once you get them in your hand, I just got one product today in my hand, and it's holy crap. Now I really understand, why does it have negative reviews? What are the good reviews? You're oh my God, this product is way thicker or way thinner than I thought. I learned the most from getting those competitors' products in my hand. And then you don't have to wait for Chinese suppliers too, because what I've had a friend do is he went and he got 3 samples from China, from different suppliers. And then he bought his competitor's product too. And his 3 Chinese supplier samples, they were all this smaller size. And the one he got from Amazon was this bigger size. So if he hadn't bought the Amazon one, he would have bought all these really crappy small ones, and he couldn't have competed well. He would have been screwed. So even though I had 3 different Chinese suppliers send him stuff. So yeah, but I mean, I did all these crazy drawings in Paint, and then I had to buy this $400 mold, and man, did I not have any clue what I was doing.
You had to pay extra for the molding and to get all that done for you, special molding and stuff.
Yeah, special mold. And it was scary. It was so scary to write those checks out. Was it like that for you, that first one? I mean, you were pretty confident.
My first one, I actually didn't have to change much about it. The first product was pretty much, it was basic private labeling. That's the essence of private labeling. You just go on, find a product that sells, source it from China and, send it off to Amazon with your brand on it. That was the first product. But then I think it was my second or third product. I had to actually go in there and I was like, I want to improve on this. I want to make this, something better. So it's good that you actually have experience with that, because a lot of people don't even think about improving their products. They just try to get them up the same way. But definitely a good thing to try to figure out how you can improve the product based on the reviews.
It's really powerful, because I've actually, one of my new business partners for this mastermind we're doing, he's doing like $3+ million a year on Amazon. He's just killing it. And every single time I see him go into a product, he's like, he really thinks about differentiation. He's like, I'm not launching a product unless it's better than the competition. He's like, I want to find stuff that's easy, like, people who have bad photos. But he's also like, there's just one product I saw him differentiate that there was like a 2-month process to do. I mean, now he's making him a lot of money every month, but he literally bought all the competitor samples, and it's like it's a product that, you would need to get experts in the field to actually be able to tell you like why this product's better. Like people who actually use this stuff all the time. So he like
not very
brought
easy
in experts, and he's like, why is this product better than the other one? And then he brought in Chinese samples, and like, it was a long process, but now he's killing it. He's first page bestseller. And like, everyone's like, yeah, this product's better than the competitors because he put all that time in.
So that's the reason he's making that much money, right?
yeah, he is. Oh, I love him, man. Like he's doing like 5-6 product launches at a time every month. And I'm just like,
and how'd you meet this guy?
LA meetup. I was in Los Angeles and he's doing a meetup.
Yeah, guys, I need to do more of those. Like that's one thing that I'm noticing that Adam does, always going out to the meetups, always like, getting involved with the community and stuff. But it's definitely something I need to step up my game to.
Yeah, sure. Dude, I hope you come on the cruise. We'll talk about that later.
I'm coming on the cruise for sure.
Dude, okay, sick.
For sure.
Perfect. That's how I'm talking about. But yeah, like that's how I went and I launched the product. And the thing is, I learned something really powerful from Yaniv. I launched my product, and like the first month, dude, I made like $700. And like I was like, yes, I made money. And then I was also like, damn it, I only made what? Why doesn't everyone make like $5,000? Because that's the video.
Doesn't everyone make like $30,000 their first month?
I'm like, I know, I felt like a loser. I was like, I made money, but I still feel like a loser, dude. And then the product just, I don't know, it just kept going up. I got ranked better. Last month it made like $2,800 in profit. And half of that was thanks to Yaniv, because I did a collab with him and he told me he raised all his product prices. And so I started my product at $30, dude. And I raised it all the way up to $46. So my margins went from $10 a unit to like 21, 22. And yeah, I was making sick money.
Yeah, that was one thing I remember talking to you about it. Like I was like, you know what? There was a problem with some of the products in the market, and how there's a lot of people coming to the market and stuff selling really cheap products. And I was like, you know what? I could either stoop to their level and kind of, try to compete that way, or you can just go full out and, raise your prices and, make the disparity even higher between the prices and make people think that you're like that much more of a premium option. So that's, yeah. I was like, you know what? I think I even mentioned that on this channel at one point. Yeah, definitely a good idea to go the premium route. Don't do it when you're starting off, because when you have no reviews, no one really cares. But once you have some reviews, you can actually start to differentiate as the more premium option in the niche for sure.
Yeah, 1,000%. So essentially, like the reason I tell you guys this story is because like differentiating is super powerful. It's super powerful. Like I really, I wasn't taking a lot of risk in selling this product, even though I made so many mistakes. I can't tell you how many mistakes I made. Mistakes with customs, mistakes with shipping, mistakes. I never got an inspection on the product. Like I made so many stupid mistakes on that first product.
Did you largely because to pay like customs fees yourself, or did you do DDP? Like how did you get it through?
Oh man, dude. So I should have paid customs fees, but I never did. So like I should have paid a lot, and I never did because it was such a small shipment. It just like, and I went air, so it just went right under the radar.
Yeah.
So
you can get away with that for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I plan to, yeah, we'll see how it goes on the second order, because it's going to ship out like next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys do air and you do a small enough shipment, I believe the threshold's either $2,000 or $2,500. If you do it, that's when you often can coast under the radar. Because below that, it's considered like a personal shipment instead of like a business one. And so you can just do one of those coast under the radars. At least that's what I've been told.
But it's risky, I guess, because I know personally, like one of my sellers, like a friend of mine, he was trying to get some shipment in, and he was trying to like, you know, when you say, hey, listen, manufacturer, you know, do your thing, just get my product into the country. I don't want to spend more money. Just do what you got to do. So they kind of did that. And obviously he got stopped at the border, and they actually ended up like seizing his stuff and then just destroying it. So
really,
yeah. So he actually lost like a decent amount of money from that. I mean, he got it
my
back
gosh.
from PayPal because it was the responsibility of the manufacturer to get it through customs. But yeah.
I'm gonna use that strategy. But I mean, I have it in my margins where like I could pay. I mean, I have $21, $22 per unit margins. Like I could pay the extra money and be just fine. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'm not gonna sweat it. So, other thing I want to tell you guys about is that Yaniv is taking his sweet time making a course on how to do this. And the problem is, I see a lot of people buying like $500 and $1,000 courses, and most of them are garbage.
for sure.
I've taken 3 just so I knew it was on the market, and like, my gosh, 2 of them would have gotten you. 2 of them had info in them that blatantly would get your account suspended, and they're not like, just let you know this is a black hat technique. It'll get your account suspended if you do it wrong. It was just like straight up like, do this. And I'm like, dude, these new sellers aren't gonna know, and they're gonna do this stupid stuff that's way outdated. They're really outdated too. So I actually,
banned.
yeah, oh yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, I don't want to call anybody out, but like the stories I hear from my subscribers and my experiences,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm talking about getting all your reviews stripped from your product. You put all this money into getting these reviews, but since the guy that told you to get the reviews didn't tell you that you weren't doing all your reviews stripped, and that's one of the most popular courses out there right now. Again, I'm not going to mention the names, but
we're not going to say any names, but you'll tell me after the video.
I'll tell you. But anyways, so what I did is I partnered up with my business partner. His name's Raphael. I told you she's doing over $3 million a year on Amazon, and we put out a course together. You know, I took my beginner, like my much newer knowledge in Amazon, and like partnered it with all the stuff he knew. So you got the newer perspective on like how to sell $3 million a year. And I put a course out, and it's not just because everyone's like, dude, you're just trying to make money. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I want to make money, but like, do you understand? People are paying $500. I've had like 3 or 4 people tell me my course was better than the $500. Dude, I had somebody tell me my course was better than the $2,000 course that they bought.
Yeah.
Like, I put out a course because I hate seeing people waste money, and then I'm telling you, I took these courses and it almost made me sick because some of them were so bad and outdated. So that's why I put out a course. I've already updated it, and it's been out for like less than 3 weeks. It's been out for 25 days now. And I've already updated it like twice because it's like 5 or 10 different videos, probably 10 new videos or 10 modified videos.
That's key too. You wanna if you guys are looking for something to, a course, something like that, you want to make sure that it's keeping up to date, because there's these people who are putting out these courses, and there's like most of them who are putting out the courses, and they think that, I'm going to put it out here, just keep selling it. Things change, algorithms change, things that worked before don't work anymore. These courses, a lot of them came out a year ago, a year and a half ago. Nowadays, it's all like, it's almost a different playing field. Like it's completely different. So these courses aren't updating, and they're just kind of teaching you the old way. And I've been around since the old way, so I know how much it's changed, right? So you guys got to be careful with some of the courses out there.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon just removed 2 million reviews in the last month off of products.
Yeah.
That's unheard of until the last 2 months, okay? So essentially, well, I'm not trying to sell you a course, but like if you buy one, look into my course because it's $97, and I promise you what you're getting for $500. I'm just saying, you'd be scared. You should be scared because of the reviews I've heard from other people's courses. So
for sure, be scared to spend the $500.
Yeah, dude. And I have people who they bought like 2 courses, spent $1,500 total, and they still are like, how do I do product research? And I'm like, you don't know how to do product research?
For sure.
They're like, is this a good product? I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is a absolutely horrible product, dude. And then they tell me
how many times I get, I don't want to call anyone out, but I actually just got somebody message me on Instagram telling me like, hey man, like, your videos are so awesome. And it feels so great when like people do that, but that's not the point. When he did say that, and he's like, yeah, videos are so great. Like I actually bought a course from like this other guy. I get one of these courses that are $500 to $1,000. He's like, I launched 2 products lost a ton of money on the products. And then I'm like, bro, like, what products did you launch? Like, out of curiosity, like what are these products that failed? And I'm like, you know, he told me the products, and I'm just like, I'm shaking my head because I'm like, I could have saved you so much money. Like, I could have instantly told you these products are terrible. And like, within like a glance, I could see that, right? So that comes with experience, but also that comes with having like a mentor, right? Someone who's gonna let you know that those products are bad. Somebody like the person, I'm not gonna call them out, but the person whose course he bought, that person had looked at the product and said, yeah, bro, go for it. That's a good product. You'll make money. And it's just like,
man.
you know,
I know.
it's not only which course, like you got to be able to understand that like some of these people out there, they have no idea what they're doing. So
You got to understand that a lot of the people that have above like 20,000 subscribers, at this point, they're just gurus. They haven't sold on Amazon in a long time.
oh, they haven't done Amazon in so long that it's like crazy. That's the reason they can't update anything, because they don't know anything else, right? They haven't done it in a year.
Yep.
So that's the reality of the situation, guys. And hopefully you guys are very, very careful with what courses you guys are going out to get.
I agree. So yeah, I'm not trying to sell you guys something, but I'm telling you, you be careful if you're going to go buy something. We'll put a link to my course and my channel below. We'll also
link down below. Click those. Go support Adam. Subscribe to the channel. He's blowing up right now. Absolutely amazing content.
Yeah, dude.
So,
it's crazy, man. Subscribers. I don't know. Apparently, people really like my content. Dude,
apparently,
you got to put out a video on your. I'll tell you later.
Okay,
I put out a video on one of my, like, it's getting a ton of views and awesome feedback. I put a video out on my income from last month. Just like break it down, dude. The support, like people are like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this. You should do a video like that.
So guys, stay tuned. There'll be a video like that very soon if that's the case. All right, guys. Anyways, click the link in the description. Subscribe to Adam. Buy the course if you guys are in the market for a course. And that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.